there fellow art enthusiasts, and welcome back to my series on oil painting for beginners. I am thrilled to have you join me today for the fourth and final instalment in this series, where we're going to dive into the practice of varnishing your paintings. If you've been following along, then you would have mastered the basics of oil painting. In the first video, we spoke about using a grid to master those proportions. In the second video, we spoke about using a monochrome underpainting to get those values just right. And in the third video, we covered layering and glazing to add interest and depth to your painting. But now we're ready to take your painting to the next level by understanding the transformative power of varnish. As you can see, we're almost there with this painting, but there's something holding it back. It looks a little bit patchy where I've added glazes, it's shiny in some areas and matte in others. The colours are also a little dull compared to what they could be. Now in contrast, have a look at one of my previous paintings that's already been varnished. You can see that it has an even sheen throughout, and the mattes and the glosses have all been balanced by the varnish, which essentially acts as a bridge between the matte and the gloss. The contrast is very deep and the colours are vibrant, they almost pop off the canvas. But not only does varnish bring out a painting's true vibrancy, it also has one more important function. Varnish acts as a protective barrier, shielding your art from dust, dirt and UV damage, ensuring its longevity and preserving its beauty for years to come.
The first thing you need to take into account is that your painting is fully dried before varnishing. The length of time depends on how thickly you paint, but it can typically take around 6 to 12 months. If you varnish an oil painting before it's completely dry, it can lead to several undesirable outcomes, such as the varnish trapping moisture, causing the paint to crack or become discoloured over time. Next, you need to choose the right varnish for you. Select a varnish specifically designed for oil paintings. I personally like to use Winsor & Newton Gloss. Now you need to prepare your workspace. Find a clean, flat, dust-free area to work on your painting. It's really important that your painting lies flat to avoid your varnish from running to the bottom of the painting. Then you need to clean your painting. Gently dust off any loose dirt or debris from the surface of your painting using a soft brush or a lint-free cloth. Be careful not to apply too much pressure to avoid smudging or damaging the paint. Now you can apply the varnish. I start by pouring a small amount of varnish directly onto the painting. I like to use a soft wide brush to spread out the varnish, but it's important you choose a brush that doesn't shed. Smooth the varnish out evenly, working your way across the painting. Work quickly, but observe your painting from many different angles and be mindful to smooth out any streaks or bubbles. If there are bubbles, don't worry, they usually disappear as the varnish settles. If you find any hairs from your brush in the painting, just pluck them out as you go. Once you've finished, let it lay flat for 15 to 20 minutes until the varnish is completely set. Then store it in a dust-free area until completely dry. Once your varnish is dried, you can carefully inspect your painting for any imperfections or areas that may require touch-ups. And you can apply additional coats if desired. Additional coats of varnish will give it a more glossy or protective finish, but make sure you let each coat dry before applying the next one.
So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this little video on how to varnish your oil painting. I do hope that you found it helpful in preserving and enhancing the beauty of your artwork. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more art-related content. And if you have any questions or any suggestions for future content, then do leave them in the comments below. I always love to hear from my viewers and I'm always happy to help. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more tips and techniques on how to improve your painting skills. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy painting!